Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, and them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector, and me I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whenever you're watching back this video and replay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, oh my God. Anyway, strap that. Bless up to everybody down in the comment section. Really do appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. Really do appreciate it, all right? So, we have what? 15, 12 people in the chat. So I want the 12 people to just hit the like button, click the share button, share it to your friends, and get the people them on the stream. All right, we're going to talk about youth football. Right, you guys see it in my title. We're going to discuss everything when it comes on to academy, when it comes on to youth football in Jamaica. Why it's stagnant? Why we haven't get so many top players going across the world to represent it, some of the biggest clubs. So we're going to discuss all about that tonight. All right, people, I have a special guest all the way from in London. Coach, we're just going to hear and discuss football. So I want you guys to give him a round of applause. Thanks for joining to the Ryan Sports Classic. Coach, good evening, man. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Good evening, Ryan, man. Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Yes, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. Having speak to you a couple times well on WhatsApp, you know, you always tell me I like the work I'm doing, you know, and
Yeah,
we
man,
figure that
good work.
yeah, man, we figure that we need to have some discussion, you know, for make the public them hear what we have said, some of the things them that, you know, we have concern about the Jamaican national team going forward. Youth. Coach, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Coach.
Well, born and grew up Jamaica originally still. Grew up and involved in a youth club from very early, police youth club, come through the ranks where I've won youth club. So till I was one of the 12 person who represent St. Thomas on a youth level. Then leave and come to England, do my coaching badges, work a few different football clubs, managed to settle down into one. And when we settled down at the club, it's like the guy who owned the club at the time did I move to Spain and get married. And then he said to me, say, I must sell me the club. I said, I can't afford it. And he must say, trust me, the amount of time you put in at this club and the money himself, my fam, I couldn't even believe it. So we take it from there and we develop it up when we have start adding like youth teams to it and become standard charter. And then we start work with like, all the schools I mean Hackney, but we do like introduce our kind of style of athletics and mix it with football because England them use sports as a hook. It's not just for like to entertain or for train or to get fit. So say for instance, we used to run football courses for like you have communities like we have violence and certain things and the police can't get in there. So basically we would put them together, get them to go play a friendly match, maybe a Manchester United ground or a West Ham ground because we have connection to all the training grounds. And then now at the end of the tournament we may have the mayor or the police themselves come and talk to them and then branch off who interested in a maybe metal work or electrical or that kind of stuff. So from there, so we start work for like West Ham when West Ham take over the new Olympic Stadium between. So you had three clubs in East London at the time, and West Ham make Premier League tickets £15, and then that would have killed Leighton Orient, which is at the time was in League One, and their tickets was like £18. So it's like us doing grassroots football was like key in that era at the time because we know exactly which set of talents coming in. You could have asked us who are the best 6-year-old, best 12-year-old, best 10-year-old in the world of happening. We could have tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So we work
So
like that.
how do you keep track? You could tell us. We have a database.
No, because all right, you see, the football, East London football, it's a big thing, but it's a small circle. So,
Mm-hmm.
for instance, you go and play, you go and watch, like, for instance, under six games, and somebody say, "Oh, we have Tommy that played for Clapton. He's the next good little one." And you maybe go and watch him, and then you probably find out that there's just a group of eight people that that the main ones. So, like, for instance, if when them come from West Ham, I said, like, who you got there as an under six, I could tell you which club to contact, and then most of the clubs, then, because I've got that kind of setup, they just kind of like, you have club will have like three U teams on come and say, Kenton, could we merge with you? And then I merge. So one of the times I end up having 12 youth teams, but at the end of the day, only like say six of them originally was from my club because it just bolt on. So say for instance, if Leighton Orient have a day where they want them to come and be ball boys and stuff, I would organize for the best players under 12s if that's what they want to go there. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for instance, like, I don't know if you know Aldershot, they was in League Two at the time. I think they're in Conference Prem now. um, I used to run like a college program for them. So you have like, because most of these like League Two clubs, they don't have like a reserve team per se. So they will get a group like a best 18-year-old. I find them, put them in college, get them into the games, and then when I bring them to Aldershot, maybe they're like one or two or they don't like them. But if I keep say 15 or 18 out of that 24 for the year, then they pay me a certain amount of money to keep that group of players together. So that's basically my background, really. Athletics was my thing. You know what I mean? I play a little football, but in terms of like the knowledge of the football, I kind of expand on it and I like coaching. And to be honest with you, I think me that's a solid no, but that's a 25 years me in a grassroots football.
Okay. Well, so at any time you want in London, you ever say you want to give back to Jamaica, you want to come back to Jamaica or help assist with the Jamaican program, you ever link up or any of that?
Me try in a my own way. I mean, one of the first person, or maybe still the first person who bring West Ham Football Club to Jamaica because we did work closely with them at the time. There's a friend of mine who he had a Division One team at the time, and we said, okay, then we want to kind of work on like a Premier League project for St. Thomas because St. Thomas not really have a Premier League team for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we the kind of work like we say, okay, if we have a first team, we need to have a reserve. I'm kind of understand where it go and we try to help, but to me it's like I'll probably when me I try to bring at the time maybe can't fit into to what basically what was there because for instance we take on a whole sports complex um at the time I may have a project concept actually never send it to you
Mm.
yeah may have a project concept talk to the relevant people and stuff. We even went to JFF itself and we meet Schaefer and I think the secretary at the time and a guy called Big Mac. We talk to a few of them about like my ideas towards the youth football and we think why it's stagnant because what really prompted me to really do that, is that me realize that the amount of kids will come through my hand, maybe like in a 5 years, you probably like have 1,000 kids between the schools and all the other clubs. I mean, I say, me I really want to do this in my country. And in my community, me known as somebody was always involved in a sports and community kind of thing. So when me go back there, it was really a strange thing. But the way how me wanted to do it and stuff, it never really quite work out how me want to do it and thing. And it's a project that me kind of put on the back burner because there's bits and pieces that me kind of need to work. But yes, me try. Me try. I'll spend my own money and put 7 years in it towards it. Me
Definitely.
that just a part, yeah. I put 7 years of my own time and money in it.
Yeah. Definitely. So who would I really want to speak to help with the or get advice to the Jamaican Association, JFF.
You see, really, me not really want to. How can I put this now? Because they don't really have an academy, a national academy. And for whatever reason it is, me now come up here come discredit nobody. Yeah. But
Mm.
just I go say, how me understand the thing and when me see them now. So for instance, yeah, I think without an academy, you cannot have, I say, a real identity in the football. Do you understand what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say to you? Because just like, for instance, in the one of the program, yesterday program, where them say, all right, then when the national team can't call up the players because the schools are not going to be happy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? It
Yes.
should be the national team and lead the style, and then the clubs adapt, and then it go all the way back. Yeah,
Mm,
because there's a few problems with me see why out there not trying to do with it, right? So say for instance now, let's start with like for instance, like yesterday program, I realized that is the under 17s they pick from the schoolboy, and from the schoolboy, from the under 17s, it kind of filter into the under 20, under 23, yeah?
mhm.
So, hence, that means the schoolboy football is basically the grassroots, is the nesting place for football, for the development, for the kids, then, yeah? I think the first thing they need to do is to turn it in our league system.
Mhm.
Jamaica youth football is not designed for development, it's designed for competition. And we
Mhm.
need to understand that. And there's a reason why I said that. I'll never explain further. Right? So, say for instance, now, it takes 15 games for you to be match fit. That match fit mean is not so you can run and you fit. May I talk about the tempo of the game, the ball come on, the tempo you decide to play. It takes 15 games for you to tie that down. Yeah? So when it takes 15 games for you to do that, in our knockout system, if you all of the team them will get knocked out from the first round, them players have most of the time have to wait until next year before them play again.
Mhm.
So most of the players that we have played in Jamaica never played to them peak.
True.
Yeah. So say for instance now when you get to year 15, so say for instance you are going to a competition and you want your team to peak midway in the competition. And midway in the competition is 5 games. Then you have to play 10 friendlies.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So you peak where you want to peak.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you hit that peak now, it's about conditioning because once the competition starts, you can't go teach fitness. It's
Mhm.
about conditioning to keep that fitness curve. And if a player drop off for any other reason, whether injury or whatever, it's about strengthening and conditioning. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that kind of exercise. Because, like, even when we listen to the under 17 now, and you have them for 2 months, what you have to teach them? You
Mhm.
have 2 months now. All right, most of these players now probably play like 18 games and stuff. So remember now, now 15 games to take. So you can then go back now at that national level if you go do fitness. It's about conditioning
Yeah.
and tempo and where you want to play. Now, with when we go back now to saying having a national academy, how you know who for left out and who for recruit? What kind of system you play? You can't just grab everybody we are available.
Mm.
Because how it have to gel? It have to take 3 years for a group of players to gel. It takes 3 years to take at any level.
3 years.
3 years. It have to take 3 years.
Mm.
So even when me no want to put nobody hard, but maybe with a bit of luck, let them get the first team right. They will go a World Cup. But when you go, you're going to be within boy for everybody.
Mm.
It's about it's about the sustainability of the thing. I believe where we have to start from is like under 14.
Mm.
So first, need I say we need an academy, and when we have an academy, then the academy, national academy, set the standards of what we want to do it. We
Mm.
just have what 6 CANCACAF coaches now. We are gonna go and teach the other coaches. Okay, maybe so we'll get some help in that because that was the biggest problem. Because the schools them in Kingston is fine, because me do a football tournament where team for the schools and where team come as far as from
Mm.
Port and Tony.
Mm.
I mean, I
So,
talk, you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
yeah.
So may I talk about like probably four or so high school teams in a St. Thomas and Portland and me kind of see the level. And
Mm.
most of the coaches them like me go and you talk to them and they don't really understand certain things because one of the biggest problem we have at Jamaica as coaches, we are coach out of the player characteristic. So for instance, when we go on coaching sir or a coaching workshop and we see them a coach like under 10s. Under 10 concentration span is 6 minutes, between 4 to 6 minutes. So if you are run a drill for 10 minutes, you're wasting your time and the kids' time because you've lost them.
Mm.
So your drills have to be like 4 minutes, then you change to something else. So say for instance, if them have a passing drill where just me a pass to you, yeah?
Yeah.
Then we make it 5 man behind me, 5 man behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah? And when you so they have to run it say 15 minutes so everybody get a comfortable touch of the ball, which if I said 10 away, you could have 5 balls and then a ball between two, and then you run that for 4 minutes, so you get the same amount of touch. And then because with kids the concentration span, if you leave them for 2 minutes, they start poking the one, then they start tying lace. You have to have them right here.
Mm.
If after 2 hours, you need to have them right here. So that are some of the things them know when them have the six CONCACAF coaches, where them probably can adjust some of that as well. You have to coach towards the player, them characteristics. You have to know what to teach a 6-year-old. You don't teach a 6-year-old the same thing you teach as a 10-year-old.
Two
You know
different.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of thing. All right, let me show you one big mistake we will make at Jamaica. Me see them do even under 13s, under 14s football, and them have a size 5 football. In England, something that's neglect.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, you could get done for that.
Mm.
For giving a 12-year-old a size 5 football.
Mm-hmm. And the goal
You know
him.
what I'm trying to say?
The goal him. The goal
And the
him.
size goal them as well. Yeah. And then allow them to play 11 aside until about 11, 12. And it can mix boy and girl up to 11 and 12 as well.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So say all right. So say for instance, then 6-year-old is what them call like pre-academy, because now here the academies are trying to see the potential in players from the age of when you kick it to them instead of them tap it to their foot and take it up with their hand. The ability and maybe if you put their foot on it and stop it, that's something. They want to can see talent from that level. But forget that. It says 6-year-old is like pre-academy. So I don't know if it's because of the metric system. So England them go 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We realize that Jamaica them go 13, 15, 17, 21. I don't know if it's the metric system or whatever is why they do it like that. But if a player is, say, if a birthday come before the 31st of August, say if I'm 15 now, and my birthday come before the 31st of August, I'm seen as 16.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, we would have been under 15 then in a year thing, but we're seen as 16. Yes, I'm saying to you. And then if it was after that, we'd have seen as 17, some would have played under 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So is how the whole thing structure is that once you say 6 academy, you spend all right in each group, right? Jamaica said them have 6 teams. How 12 teams? How does team 1 filter into team 12?
Mm-hmm.
So in each group you have 24 players, right?
Yeah.
8 out of that players, say if you're 6-year-old from under 6, 8 will surely go through to under 8s.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 16, 8 of that will get released. And then 8 that the rest are 8, so that the 8 whatever released them have a backfill that.
Yeah.
That's where my organization would have come in then.
Mm.
On other organization. And then now the other 8 were there, then probably bring them for some other little trial and then probably keep them, then probably keep them. But if them level anything out of that, then backfill it. The point of me I try to make is that the aim is for most academy right now as Premier League teams is to try to get that 8, which is a third of that team, third of that into the first team. When you look on an academy like Chelsea, how much players from Chelsea from the academy come all the way through?
Not much.
Not a lot. This is what me I try to say. So we said that to say this is that them have money and the best coaches are rare and they can't bring players from team 1 to team 12. And them have all of that. How we ever do it without even an academy? You see what me you see the difficulties with the football face.
Yeah. So when you talk about National Academy, who are really responsible for that? Is it the Football Federation? Would that be?
Yeah, that could be, yeah. And
So-
then probably have a
So in the football, who would I lead it? So example now, so like the JFF, every school team, every team in Jamaica would have follow the philosophy of that national
of the
stuff.
national team. All right, let me use England then, yeah, as a prime example, yeah. Remember what you asked me. Now, when you look on the era of, say, the Frank Lampard and that era, they could have, for their philosophy is 1, 2, 3 long. 1, 2, 3 long. They never have a person who could have dropped the shoulder and beat a man. The only person they have at the time who could have done that was Joe Cole and then play him wide.
Hmm.
The transition from this to years to now is to have players who have that ability. This is why them introduce futsal to British football,
Hmm.
which is what underpin all of the technical bits, the skill and all of that kind of thing. So this new group of players you see are come through now is from them say, all right, then you know what? Every team in the Premier League, a third of every Premier League team have to be British. So if a 24-man squad, 8 of them have to be British. So because one of the time we had the best league, but none of the players them name that play. So them kind of make it mandatory.
Yeah,
So even this group of
the
players,
reason them
yeah,
do that, man. Man City, the reason why, because Man City never usually buy English player. A B,
English players.
yeah, so Man City are the culprit for that. Yeah, but continue still. And it's very important, as you say, to bring in the futsal in England because England was just playing BA. They never have the technical ability like what them have now.
No, all right. The sequence of football is here. If you say, for instance, you start off from your goalkeeper and you go wing back. If
Mm-hmm.
you take if you take two outside, you have to take one inside. And if you take two inside, you have to take one outside. So England will go, if they not kick it long, they will go right back, right wing, whip it into the back. And the quickest way that to get the ball forward. Because remember, you can break down a team only 3 ways. 3 ways. Is either you have to play around them, you have to play through them, or you have to play over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So even by even saying that now, as Jamaica as a national academy, them have a sort out what kind of system we want to play. Do we work with a 3-man midfield platform? Because that can take on 3 at the back, it can take 4 at the back. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? You can because that's where football kind of gone, where it's 3 man in the midfield. And midfield doesn't mean the players, it means a certain area of the pitch. What kind of system? I don't think all right, let me make you understand something. You see, in terms of raw athletes, Jamaica produced that like or Africa produced diamond. It's just the tweaking and the little technical bits that's missing from it. Like forget everything streamlined. How does the primary school feed into the secondary school? How does the secondary school feed into the national thing? Oh, that needs to be streamlined.
Yeah. But you're right, because the problem we have right now, coach. The problem we have at Jamaica, you see, schoolboy football, it run for at least 2 months, 3 months. Start January, start what September, October, November, early in
Yeah.
December done. So a program run for like three, right? 3 months, 3.5 months. The schoolboy football did a run. You see the passion that the JC and the Excelsior and the Georges and these old boys have. I wish everybody that Jamaica would have that passion for Jamaica, but not just only them school, right? I think the problem we have at Jamaica, I strongly believe that schoolboy football is the number one in Jamaica over the Premier League. A lot of people see the schoolboy football bigger than the Premier League in Jamaica.
Premier League. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I watch a schoolboy football. I mean, I go very rare me watch a Premier League.
Why that? Why?
To be honest, when we watch it, we just feel fed up. We just see them and do the same thing over and over. So that's the real truth. We just fed up with it.
Yeah.
Listen, me literally, my heart broken to see the same thing I get done over and over, brother. Trust me. Me and you to sleep and train, go all about, go watch Jamaica play, Watch them there anywhere in that area, brother. Me, my brother and cousin, sleep and train, play card and everything, Me just heart broken with it, Bridget.
Mm-hmm. You don't think we improve?
Of course. I mean, all right. Let me tell you something. For the fact that we can't even have Lee and Bailey come out, it show you that there is something there.
Mm-hmm.
I said not that to show that. All right. When him talk of me, I watch some interview and him talk about like the coaching, like the coaches them let down the players them and this and that and all of that. You can see the difficulties when him face and him still make it. It show you that raw, natural talent there. Alright, you should not bring the coach from West Ham and him stand up and him and look. Him say, Kenton, you can throw a blanket over, call a group of any players and throw a blanket over them, and you probably can find somebody who will run 11 seconds. But once them in an activity, at England, you won't find that.
Yeah?
Alright, no! Brother, I'm working in a school system, you know, I tell you, you know. You won't find that. You will find somebody where have pace is them a goal dust like that. Like Sterling. This is why Sterling is so important. A goal dust.
Mm.
Yeah? I mean literally goal dust. It not there.
Man,
You understand what I'm saying?
that's it.
So we have the natural raw talent we need. Alright, me you know what I talk about like you know to forget some land and stuff. If them understand how the thing work, Jamaica can grow when them eat, you know. A sportsman diet is 90% carbohydrates and protein, you know.
Mm.
Yes, I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
Avocado is a meat substitute, what we call pear in Jamaica. It's just the same. Like most of them people, you see, all right, for instance, here, all right. You see, when me a coach, I like me to prepare my senior team, me do a lot of plyometrics and me kind of focus on the core because the stronger stomach you have is the more oxygen you could take in. The more oxygen you could take in, the more sugar you could burn. You ever notice when you can't breathe, you can't run?
Yeah.
Because you can't burn sugar.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? So when me strengthen the core, when me know I can take in a maximum amount of oxygen, then me I go give the right carbs and sugar for burn.
Uh-huh.
It's like you wouldn't put any old fuel in a Ferrari, would you?
No. Mash it up.
Ah. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And it's not no big science, you know. It's just, all right, even if it builds strength, it's not no big rocket science. If me come and me do 5 press up today, me do it for a week, take a break. Tomorrow me come and me do 6. And by the time you realize you have reached 10, you say, whoa, 6 was easy. You got stronger. Very easy.
Mm.
When players drop out of the academy and then come to me, what do you think me do? I put them on the scale and me take their height and their weight and me make them run a mile and me take them time. And from there, so me can't tell anything what them body do. They can't tell us as a wing back, maybe you need to put on a couple pounds, and if that me I do me I put it on a beef diet, or if you need to lose me I put it on something else. It's simple, but it's just to understand how you apply these things. And we have everything.
Mm.
We have everything. It's just the knowledge and the patience. It's just like, okay, yeah, we have to produce a scene, we have to put out a senior team and we have to do it already. But we could fix what I go on down yourself because the down yourself go work out up at the top.
Them say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
A down yourself I go work out what I go on up yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Alright, you see even this terms of scouting in terms of East London, you know how much because East London is more of a kind of urban kind of area. So you kind of more mix, you have more African and Jamaican and that kind of vibe. You know how much players me see there will come through where could have basically then try and get them in from early, make them feel pride for wear the jersey from 16. The wait until my Premier League start. But and this is the thing too, even 16 too late.
Yeah.
Because at 16 is the age them are gonna get them we call now them football apprenticeships into the clubs from the academy. Because when you reach 16, academy technically kind of done. Because you have some 16-year-old a feature in a reserve team or senior team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have an next 2 years now to start yourself out to 18 or 20.
Mm.
And if you can't get into the reserve or the senior team by then, you'll get released and you have to probably work your way through a next channel.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, more and go back to the same thing why the bigger picture is the Manning Cup. So I was saying to you that the JFF, they are the governing body in a football.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't think ISA, the JFF, the Old Boy Association, all of them need to sit down and have the discussion because here every time I under 20 tournament, I under 17 tournament, our players them have never gone into the under 17 and the under 20 in season, brother. We always Manning Cup done, and then 2 more months after I go in a tournament. So then on a match sharp or anything. So the thing is, as we say, we need to have a national academy. and
Very important. That's your identity.
time. And even Craig Butler said that to the way how the football structure at Jamaica is very hard for a lot of youth to succeed. And because same thing our school, if may I tell you this, Virgin, if you go to Jamaica, you take up the microphone and say you're going to interview. Play under 17 World Cup or play for your Manning Cup school. Which one of them would I prefer? I guarantee you, say 95 of them will tell you Manning Cup.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, go ahead, man.
The Manning Cup are the backbone of development at least, because at least the better teams them. You see the key teams that were in a town, like when you look on them and you look on, for instance, the Costa Cup with the rest of coaching and teams them like in the countryside, it's not as pretty as always say at Kingston, you know. And if we say Kingston need help, you can imagine the rest of place living in some other country place, have a high school and then they are wait to win something.
Yeah.
Manning Cup, the Costa Cup is where kind of run the thing. And then now, all right, here's a thing when we kind of we see a problem with. So, like for instance, Division One, if you have, for instance, a juice company come out and sponsor, they will give the club some little money. And then no other sponsor can go on the top. But the money where them give the club is not enough to run the senior team, much as to even take on an academy. I think whosoever, like for instance, Issa, I don't know what the arrangement in the Premier League if other sponsors can go on it.
Yeah.
But like Issa as the main sponsor is the shirt sponsor then.
Yeah.
And allow the club to go out and find a shirt sponsor. Because it's not just your shirt, you know. Like for instance, when me I do like certain things, we will say to them, okay, we will put you up on the bottom of my letterheads, we will put you up on my website, you will up on my social media pages, because it's not just one way of to earn money. It's not just the shirts. Because at the end of the day, it's the home games that pay for the club. This is why when you see English coaches or managers lose home game, they fire them, because that's how we pay for the club. So if they can get extra money to say revenue with maybe a shirt sponsor, or them have a sponsor when they put on the letterhead, or maybe even they're doing merch and they have a sponsor for the merch or something like that. If they can structure that, then at least the club then can earn a bit more money to kind of put into the youth system. But the way we see it do the last time when we out there and involved and try to get involved, it kind of, when the one person was sponsored, you can't put nothing else on it, and then kind of like the money.
Yeah, I true your talk. Even
it's fight for the club then.
Yeah. True. I true. Yeah.
So I look man around the corner within chicken shop or a little jerk thing when I want to put it and then say put jerky on it. Him can't. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
And sponsor different from donation. When so some of the time my mom will say, yo, sponsor the club. And when you give them money, you don't get nothing back. That's a donation. When you sponsor, you get something back as a sponsor. You know what I'm saying to you? So if me ever say me your shirt sponsor, you have to put my branding on your shirt. You know what I'm trying to say to you? It's a different kind of thing. It's like when I talk about the Adidas deal, the Adidas now they're on the Jamaica shirt. You understand what I'm trying to say? You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So that's how it works. But I believe, all right, for instance, if they're going to run the youth league them longer, they're going to say maybe it's going to be one of the major expenses we realized was like the referees. You see, most of the coaches now, when these 6 Conquer Cup coaches have a coach, JFF is supposed to say to them, all right, here we go on. We'll pay for the coaching course, but in return, you need to give us 2 years. And within that 2 years, call that your apprenticeship. So then now, some of these referees or coaches or whatever can go back and put time into them local team or them local club or them local school. Them can do the same things with the referees.
Good idea. That's a good idea.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because you see, over here, so if you go in any semi-pro club, them could play for your badges, but you have to stay with the club at a certain time. You can't leave. And if you leave within that time, you can't go and work for your next club.
Principle is principle.
Principle. So let JFF pay for it. Because one of the problems with them have without this CONCACAF thing, when you have the highest qualification at Jamaica as a coach, it's not recognized worldwide. So you can't go anywhere else to get a job to even develop your thing.
Yeah.
So you're stuck again. So when you get to the highest of Jamaica, you kind of hit that ceiling. And if you know, fly out and go do something else we recognize worldwide. You couldn't just walk into a job
Yeah.
as a coach. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Because over here, so it no matter what where you have your qualification. Because when we are studying, we meet a lot of people who have them level 3 in America and then come out to start do them level 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One next thing we don't have in our football is like I don't see them have no first aider or a child protection officer. These are different things within the. But all right, so child protection look at stuff like child abuse, how you report abuse, how you deal with the child that's been abused.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Them kind of something we need to have. First aids. First aider. How much first aider we have? When you have a youth match, things, information like where is the nearest hospital, how long it would have taken, all of them kind of stuff they put in a youth game. So like you kind of work out your emergency procedure before things even happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Them stuff they don't need to involve. Because like when we go on for the youth game them and stuff, I just have a couple of youth come and them sit down on the one tree and then take off them thing. None of them don't even have shin pads. Like best practice with child protection, you're not supposed to run a training session and them now have on them shin pad and them suck them with it because that's seen as neglect.
Mm-hmm.
Did you understand? You understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
And if everybody will say, okay, we can't do like England, but if we want to compete on that level, these are the are the standards where we are set worldwide.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't say because Jamaica is a little country, all right, everybody will say money. If we have all the money and the team not qualify, would you take all the money and the team not qualify? No. Answer my question.
Yeah.
No, that means that the team qualify is more important than the money.
Yeah.
If you have all the money and the team not gel, would you want the money?
No.
Then
Let
the
me.
team gelling is more important than the money.
Mm.
Yeah? If you have all the money and you have good leadership, would you want the money?
No, we're not gonna spawn that, man.
Imagine you have a ship now, the best ship, you have all the crew on it, and then no captain, no destination. What do you think that ship are going up? So this talk is that money. A man with money and no know-how is like a carpenter with all the tools and no idea carpentry. You know?
Yeah. We have a bridge, you know, have a whole heap of tool in our body work. And every day me ask him, yo, give me a tool, brother. Cause I know if you use a tool, brother. Trust me, bro. Every day
This
me
is what
tell
I say.
him,
JFF, my heart is with them, but we kind of just give up panic to say, boy, I don't know because the more of the same. It to me is the more of the same. It's like the other day them said,
money
your
are the same.
president come. Eh?
More money are the same problem we have.
More, you can, all right, me can tell you from experience. If you have a problem and throw money at it, it just become a bigger problem.
True. Having the
And
money. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, because you're interviewing me now.
What the coach said last night, right? When he might try to say, you know, if them don't know them for ask. Me think with when we listen to the president talk, out and heart, he want to do good now. The fee say he want to do good, you know. He want to just be there if you don't want to do good. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But the fee to say them just lack the know-how.
No.
Yes, and sometimes, brother, if you put up your hand, there's no shame in saying you don't know, you know.
Yeah, true,
Put up
brother.
your hand and say you don't know. The shame is when you're a boy like you know and you don't know. Because all right now, how you ever create your identity if all right without an academy? That is really important. The National Academy is important. Them go say them want look for buy land. Why the government can't give them piece of land? Me not see why them not go spend money for buy land. And one question that I ask you, Ryan, how much money the Jamaica government put in on the football? Them help with it?
Yeah, man, them get 3 million every month. 3 million Jamaican dollar. Not much still, but them give them 3 million Jamaican dollar.
For the 12 teams?
No, just for the 3 million, yeah. $3 million.
Just for the national team?
Just for the national team. Just give them that 3 million. And I don't think the government put money in it, but you see, the just bet people who gamble and them think that's where all of them money they come from. You see, just bet, cash pot, lotto and all of them thing there. The tax money from that with go back to the sports program, the track and field. But JFF get the more money. Them get more money than any other sports entity in Jamaica. Them get 3 million. Virgin, coach, may I tell you this? It's not all about money. I am telling you. If you get Jamaica, if we really want money, 9 million, just for go to the World Cup, you get that for the group stage. The winner of the World Cup get 44 million US. The runners up get 26. Yeah. United States for the round of 16, them get over 9 million. So, example, if we say we're going to borrow some money, we're going to borrow 2 million US for try to go to the World Cup. We're going to spend that, the budgets, playing fair and all of them stuff there. If we say we are going to borrow that, we could have able to pay it back because we just going to get 7 million. And if we come out of the group and more money that, bro, me don't think of money are the problem, brother.
I don't think money are a problem. But our best try before. Look from when we beat Japan 2-1. Look what Japan football is now.
Look at Croatia, they remember Croatia, Jamaica, and Japan, them 3 teams there in the same group. The first time them 3 teams that are playing at the World Cup. Croatia go to the semi-final in a 98. Look at when we beat Japan not even have a A-League. They never have A-League them time there. You go hear when they talk to the JFF man them about this, people hit the like button, stop play game, like up the stream, people. So when they talk to the people them from the JFF, I say, you look at Japan, though. You know what them I tell you say? Look at them, you call it them GPC or what them want to call it in a Japan. Say them have the country that have a whole heap of money. Brother, in the 98 Japan never have no whole heap of money. Because in the 98 Japan never have a good league. We have Premier, and look how the man them elevate. Something wrong with the football. If you see Croatia go them first World Cup and go to the semi-final. Japan, Jamaica, we beat Japan. And we still stuck with football, still stuck. Brother, we get enough money. People from the JFF said that many times in the interview. Them don't really have no sponsor right now. Look at this. Them don't really have no sponsor right now, according to them. The money where them get from FIFA can run the football. So imagine when them get plus.
Sorry for cutting here, brother. But look on this here. No disrespect. But anybody will can't sell Jamaica. Alright. Selling Jamaica is so easy.
You think so?
Jamaica. Is it, Virgin, let me tell you something here. Maybe some people who not travel to understand. You see, Jamaican people is adored, Virgin, and respected, You see, if the thing organized, alright, you think so Adidas should have come to wait for if we something and joke something?
Yeah. There must be something that way them sick. Look.
What do you mean?
Adidas.
You think so them people that run money joke, brother? Them not run money joke. Adidas that. Them not run money joke. Jamaica easy to sell. Jamaica is one of the most influential and popular places in the world. You know what? Alright, when we go watch when England play Jamaica or Manchester United tonight, and I'm gonna come out because here's the thing here. When we book our ticket, because we book them from over here, so we're going on full Jamaica brigade, Them put we in at the England stand for ticket, them put we. Because we book them from over here, so you people are get up and couple of Jamaica people kind of scatter out and they make the whole of we sit down and they take picture and I'm glad to meet we and them say, boy, somebody but tell us somebody say, well, we just meet a real Jamaican. We're special people, brother. I don't know why we don't understand that. So to sell Jamaica is easy. Forget a main sponsor. What the problem is the hard luck story where they might try to go with. Oh, me nah this, oh, me nah that. No. We are Jamaica, we're proud. This is what we have. This, that. Like for instance, me hear somebody that say like, make Lee and Bailey are one of them guy there. Go drink a water for this. take a picture with Pepsi or something. Have one of them as the poster boy. Find a poster boy and mark it through them. If them and Liam Bailey must get sort out them differences now. You understand what I'm trying to say? Put all of that little Pepsi aside and do the thing.
Yeah. Boy, me don't know, brother. Me find it every time I hear them say them now have no money, brother. It ridiculous, bro. It's really ridiculous for say Jamaica we not have no money, we not have no money. Every day we not have no money, brother.
That hard enough story now go work, man. We need to stand up and lift up our head and market. We are very marketable blood. We just don't have the right person to sell it. Jamaica is marketable.
Yeah.
Charlotte, in the 2012 Olympics, I worked at the Olympic Park as an engineer. And I try to tell you, say, all right, me end up get, because what we do as workers, we end up get pin and then we swap pin. And me get some American pin. I think probably them are the most valuable pin them. And me swap out more of my Jamaican pin them when we get the American pin and certain things. This when the game start going, the Jamaican pin them was the highest. Well, me see a policeman run down Usain Bolt and take off his hat off of his head, you know. And like him say, sorry, I'm seeing going in pocket. And then you ask the man to sign something for him, you know. When them, alright, you see when Bolt come out of an hotel and if him have a look something to eat, he must run from people in the blood. If it's a man who you talk to ask him, that means that literally him come out and he must run from people to go get something to eat, you know. And when he come out, he must run to go back in the hotel, you know. Jamaica, if people is, you could have put, pardon my language, you could have put dog shit on Jamaica and sell it, you know. Jamaica is marketable, you know, blood. You could have sell it. Me see it for myself, like the son of a, you say, John, no. I feel so proud of myself, like me. I said, John, I want to proud this moment as a Jamaican, me I tell you, live at this place here. You know, people worship them, you there.
The Adidas deal Arsenal just put out, you know, so quick it going.
This is it.
The man them, a boy may tell us Adidas clever because them put Chile to bird on the Ajax jersey, brother. And Ajax has never sell so much jersey in the history. And
them have a very good marketing system though, Adidas, you know. So that will probably help Jamaica with creating revenue. I mean I know what's the deal they have with the selling the shirts and stuff.
$1 million deal, man. I'm waiting to the first for about the president on the show. Cause him have to tell me how much that Adidas deal. Him say a part of the package, Adidas supposed to respond with some of the grassroots stuff in Jamaica for the New Year's. Gears and all of them things, they sponsor and all of them stuff there. You get to me and say, so the Adidas money and the FIFA money alone can run the football federation, brother. If we get more sponsors, it'll be good. You get to me and say? Yeah, me a fourth they might get a good amount of money from Adidas. They might get money up front. They might get jersey for all of the females program, chaining jersey, all of them. Even chaining jersey we do, brother. We can get chaining jersey where we can get another sponsor for sponsor with chaining jersey and them thing there. You understand?
So we don't have training jersey. What do you mean we don't have training jersey?
Training jersey meaning, you know, like Liverpool, when them there that sponsor Liverpool. So Nike sponsor Liverpool. But Nike sponsor the training jersey. Liverpool get a different kit sponsor who sponsor them training jersey and them things.
Training kit.
So it's
so
very
the national team that have training thing.
Who that?
The national team that have training gear like kit.
No, them have, but they need to sell it to another team, sell it to another company. Say, hey, listen, we can take picture, training session, video, and put it up on Instagram and put it up all. Just like every other national team do. Nike sponsor United States, but them have a different training kick sponsor.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. I'm buying that them not having this YouTube and thing. It's a missed opportunity for them. It's money, them a leave on the table. And if money are the problem, why not have a website and do all these things? I don't get it.
Merchandise and them thing there. Look from when.
Merchandise are the biggest thing.
The
Merchandise are the big thing, big revenue that.
the former Gen 6 Virgin coach, you respond for the YouTube channel and yeah, coach, you went all the way to England and you not give them the password. That's previous Gen 6 say. The females who usually run the thing migrate.
They need a media people, man. Because it's like even when you look at most of the youth, them like, because you see, it's sports and education. Yeah. So within even the setup, they're supposed to have people who basically teach them how to talk on an interview and certain things. And that have to do with part of the media team pictures. So say for instance, if them have a run a photo campaign and the players, then they have that media team would have come in and take the pictures them and then them sift through it and then go through the players, this, that, and what how them have to start the photo campaign and how does it lead into the website? It's like all of that kind of marketing and stuff like they need to sort it out. And it's a missed opportunity. In this day and age where social media makes so much money. You know what I'm saying? It's a missed opportunity for them, I think. But they need to have a separate set of people who just deal with that.
Marketing.
You know what I mean? Marketing.
Yeah.
They need somebody for just and it's not rocket science like me and them say there's somebody youth them out they were really good at it. Get them and put them in a Jamaica shirt. And let them do them thing.
Yeah, sorry about that, people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, coach, go on talk.
Yeah, so me I say in terms of that bit that like there's a missed opportunity for them to now take advantage of it. You know what? Jamaica we have too much smart people out there for now do them something. It's like this is what I said. The thing is not streamlined. That bit off. The scouting is off. All right, even if people have a scout now and stuff, what them I look for? Because we offer my service to go and find players to them because we have to look far. But what am I looking for? You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like everything needs to be streamlined. Streamlined. Them have like all the pieces of the puzzle, but it's not quite put together. But
them need a whole because here we have a new coach, but we need a media team. You get me? I say we need people who are going to go out there and get look sponsor, meet with corporate Jamaican thing. It's not a one-man thing, Bridget. You need a group of people where you give them different tasks and make sure these people you iron have experience, been there and done that when it come on to getting a track sponsor. Same thing with the media thing. You get to me I say? Same thing with the equipment manager. It's a whole everything of the pan T. You get to me I say? Everything. Because even the person who deal with the gears and thing. What if him left the gears or go play? It affect quick. It's up to the ball boy for the pine. The Jamaican Football Federation need to get it right. It can't ball about no money now.
The money and they want to see what kind of money problem them are about. No, money is not the problem, brother. Money can't right, but money that problem. No, money can't be problem. No, and then no. To be honest with you, no matter how much money they spend, if the players don't get the game, brother, it's 120 games between the ages of 16 to the ages of 21.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so much things to remember in a football, you have to make them second nature. So if the ball bounce and come this high, it's one action. Either you go chest it or you go play it to the head. You're not trying. You know what I'm trying to say to you? The reason why you can't close your eye and put your hand anywhere and put it in your mouth is the amount of time you do it. It's called repetition. You build muscle memory. So if the under 17 meant to play 7 o'clock at night, the games are going to play, you can't train them 3 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually train them in that period of time where they are going to play. Because the muscle memory, your body very smart, Mm-hmm. And at the same time, it kind of like, it's just fertile land. And care what you put in there, it's just going to return what you put.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So it's just little stuff like them. Like when Liverpool have Champions League game, you ever see them train and the 8 o'clock them train and kick off?
Yeah.
You build muscle memory.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? I don't know where them train because like me and them I say like going to the national stadium it costs money. We never know like if it's a national stadium, it's the national team. How the
No,
hell do them have a pay to
I
use it?
own it, man.
Eh?
We don't own the stadium. Private people them own the national stadium. So them,
So we don't want the stadium neither.
no, we pay for play the games and pay for chain and all of them stuff there.
So where's the training pitch?
Them not have done. Them say Captain Horace Boyle where them put in a loco. You see that thing there, and that's the thing what kill Jamaican football. Captain Horace Boyle Center should have been a much better place than build. Instead of to try to do it in a 1 year, you do the right and proper thing. You put on more bedroom. You make sure that the facility going to be first class. So if a 10 year take it for build a first class facility, make it take a 10 year. More than you're gonna be build a little camouflage thing where who want to go there go sleep. Yeah, under 17 youth them can go there. But you can't put big man there. So you get to me I say? So we don't really have a world class facility. And look from when we there in a power. Look from when the football federation. Oh, we don't have a good, nice player house. Why we still have to pay for hotel? These are the things.
They think if them have like, we think like them gonna need maybe 6 full side pitch, I think, and then they could have 2.
Coach, 1 minute there. Just continue that. 1 minute.
Yeah, you have 2 as you keep as full side, and then the other 4 could have split in a 2 and have like 9 aside, and then that would look after say 8 teams roughly. So I think if they have 6, they just need like 6 pitch. But
Yeah,
like,
but
let me try and show you the next thing too. When you know really sorry for cutting, when you know have like that proper home advantage where you can look after the pitch yourself, because as a home team playing at home should be an advantage. So if you notice like when, for instance, Stoke have play Chelsea and them have fast winger, them bring in the size of the pitch. Alright, them know so alright, we're not gonna water that part of the pitch, or we're not gonna put certain amount of water in it. Alright, you say alright, then if Jamaica play at a high tempo, we're gonna wet the pitch. And we play it this way. So the pitch itself play a role at being playing at home. It's not just okay, we play over stadium. How much water you want tonight? Do we are wet one half, we are dry one half, what we are doing? How much water we have put? Because remember the pitch regulation is by different sizes. So it depends on who you are going to play. You can change the size of the pitch to your advantage.
that's what Fuller said when Stoke City and Arsenal are coming town. The coach tell the groundsman him say, yo, don't cut the field until I will tell you when to cut it.
Yeah.
And when they cut it, he make sure him did it. So Arsenal like to play the ball on the ground. They make it kind of a little bit high. So the ball kind of, when they pass the ball, it kind of slow them down and stuff.
Slope and you wet the pitch so that the ball slope. All of that is an advantage. And we can't make use of that because we don't have a facility where we can really look on that part of the science of the football.
Bro, honestly, I don't think our coaching staff or our management thinking about that, you know. It's like all these men live and die football in England. I don't think our leader them are gonna have these strategy, they have this plan. I think Rennie Simmons usually do it in a 98 where him play the game. They normally when him come, them I tell him to play a game in the night. Him say no. We train in a hot sun at play the game at 1 o'clock. Them people they are foreign they used to it. Some of them they used to it. Hot sun 98 game, you know. 98 at 1 o'clock and them was them World Cup are starting in Jamaica, you know. You understand? Him say cut that. We are training in the afternoon. We are training 1, 2 o'clock. We used to this, them they used to it. Why we go play 5 o'clock? For United States, them run ball pan way. Cause them used to that. Them they used to training in the sun, hard working and stuff. You get to me? I say,
No.
yeah. So coach, so we speak about the JFF don't have any money, right? What would you say we need to improve on? You say we need a identity. You think we talking about we have the talent and stuff. You think we have the coaching in Jamaica to harness that tunnel to give us a better opportunity. If you listen to most of the top player them, like the Tyreek McGee, them blaming coach for them going into Europe.
The coach them did it. but them now have the material to work with. Like I forgot where I'm going to see some clips of your coach friendly, the one that bring through
Whisper.
um no man, this guy man, the light skin guy
Mindset.
bring through big.
Yeah, man. What that?
Yeah. I see some stuff. And like when them a coach the youth, them like somebody stop and them a address the youth them and like him a say, oh, when they're in Europe, you're gonna they're gonna look for this and they're gonna look for that. When you're there in England and you prepare a player, you don't tell him, okay, when you go over some people, just tell him what you need to tell him. Don't put Europe in that. Don't confuse them because now what you're doing is like you see, if you meet expectations is a hard thing, you know. And as a coach, you have to meet expectations. Everybody expect for play. Everybody expect for guy Europe. Oh no, everybody, brethren, for you to have to get through and going to Europe. If you know how lucky that you have to be when you not get certain things, don't coach them and tell them about the Europe. Teach him if you are teaching him for pass, teach him for pass. Don't say when you are guy Europe because that's just information they don't need.
Mhm.
What you tell me that for? You know what I'm saying? He might have the best setup in terms of like I might bring through the youth them, but them still like it's just the information them lacking. Because I'm look, I miss the coach around the drill. He's a very good coach, but why you have to stop it and tell them about Europe? It's the information they need. The coaches is there, but it's the information they need. Like they need to know. Okay, then from say 6 to 12, you don't have to do none put no big emphasis on warming up and stretches because they don't lose their natural flexibility until after 12. It's just stuff like that. You know, a 6 year old youth in concentration span is like 3.5, 4 minutes. Don't try and teach him something for 10 minutes. Little stuff like that. So I'm saying, don't get them to play level side football. Make them work on smaller because, all right, when you look on a young man over here, so now at the age of say 12-year-old, he know if he use him laces, he know if he use the inside foot. You understand what I'm trying to say? He can chest, he know how to roll you, he know how to make a pass, he know how to make a loop pass. And like when we go to Jamaica, me and look for most of where them at teach the youth them at 16. It's like, why would you want to teach a 16-year-old that? Like, them should have learned that from them at 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So is the coaches are there, but it's the information.
Yeah.
That's what killed the thing. Is the information. You can't have you stand up in a nigga sonata and then you have all right. This is the next thing I'm getting to. Within a certain age group, you have to have a certain amount of ratio of coaches. So if it's a 16-year-old, you could have 1 to 10.
Mhm.
So in a group of 20, you have minimum 2 coaches. You have one man with 25 fitness. How? It's just bits and pieces like that. And this is what me I say, where if them had the best practice part of it too, part of the coaching course.
Mhm.
Because the English coaching courses, you have the coaching course itself, you have the first aid, and you have child protection, which is the best practice part of it. And each part of it related to football.
Mhm.
You know, you then teach you to do CPR and all of this and the first aid thing, or for just our own. All right, like for instance, if a child gets sunburn, you have them in the summer and they get sunburn. You're not allowed to touch a child with the palm of your hand. You know. You can get done for assault. You know what is sexual assault? If you rub my shoulder today, I'm like it, you can't do the same thing tomorrow, I'm gonna like it. Sexual assault. Back of your hand. This those that them little things. So and it's all related to football. What if a child come and tell you, okay then I'm being molested by my father, I'm a mother, I'm a cousin, I'm an uncle. How you deal with that kind of situation? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What would you go and do? Tell the parent? But you can't tell the parent because the parent not trained to deal with that. You're not trained to deal with that neither. You're the police you go to. But then now the parent will come to you and say, I trust you to send the child to you and you know that you're not tell me you're gonna tell police. But I'm not trained to deal with it. The police is. So it's just little bits and pieces like that. How do you know if a child has been molested? How do you spot molestation at a certain time? How do you spot abuse? How do you deal with a child that's been abused? That come to you as a coach when now you're kind of like a father role for 2 hours when you have them. Those are the bits where we have to interact with, and you can't ask them to do it if they don't know.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You can't blame a man for don't know. This is why somebody needs to put up their hand and say, we don't know. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I have to help. It's not about money. You have some people who do certain things for you, for them country, for nothing.
True.
You know what I'm trying to say? Me not gonna say, okay, then when me I say the holy grail and that work, but me I talk about what me do and it work.
Hmm.
Time after time after time, and it work. Me understand grassroots football. Me understand how to get them. Me know what to teach you at 6, or what to teach you at 8, or what to teach you at 10. A 16-year-old, you're not supposed to teach him for pass and control. You're supposed to teach him where to pass and how to pass. You're not supposed to teach him how to control and how to pass. At 16, that's too late, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You should be getting your apprenticeship at that time. It's like if at 16 is like, for instance, if you learn mechanics, you come out of college now, you have all of the theory what you need to know, and now you have to do the practical side of it. At 16, so you'll get the chance to play competitive games. So when we mean competitive game, it has to be at the tempo, at match tempo. Yeah? Like for instance, then, if you are prepared the under 17 team, me would have look on the fittest team at the competition. And then me would look on the me would have square it down now to the fittest player. And then me would have look for see what's the time where him stop, like in time when him stop run, like when him no move. And then now you can say to yourself, so, all right, then within your training, you could say, okay, then now your rest period is 3 seconds or 4 seconds. If that's the tempo of the thing. So that's been wired into the players. So when them go, you don't have to be on the sideline of this because all your coaching done on the field.
And
You go, you sit down, you take your feet, and you understand what I'm trying to say? Even though me like to stand up on the sideline still, because once my player dip on them foot, me dip on my foot. Me not go sit down here dip on my foot. Because you dip on your foot and me sit down. That's my principle. You dip on your foot, me apart I team, me dip on my foot too. Me not have no seat for go take. You understand what I'm trying to say, brother?
His coach who had talk last night, him coach me at high school. No. He never talk at match time. No. Him never.
Because all I'm coaching done on the pitch.
Yeah. True. At the first coach, the man didn't really talk a much, and people say coach.
Because from here and talk last night, him know the game, and him have some very good points.
Yeah, man.
I don't think somebody people know too.
America IMG right now in America. They.
Yeah.
That's where them some of the best goalkeeper them come through. Tim Howard and all of them goalkeeper they come through the academy there. IMG. You see me?
Who are our goalkeeper coach at Jamaica for the national setup?
Spider, you know Spider. Spider is one of them. Warren Barron is one of them. And them two them know from the top of me right now. Probably have some more, but them know right now after my top of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, like, all right, say for instance, yeah, like when me build a team, like you focus on the spine of the team first. So good goalkeeper, good centre back, 2 good centre back. And it all depends on what kind of system you play. So I could just say 4 at the back, for word speaking. So you're gonna look for say, you want good goalkeeper, 2 solid centre back. You want a solid number 4, a number 10, and a target man. Whether you have a player 2 with that target man and somebody playing off of him, or you're gonna have somebody playing around that number 10, or you're gonna have a 4 and 2 in front, you have 2 in back. Because you see, if you can't, like for instance, this is some other time Jamaica try to play out from the back. But if you can't link your defense to your midfield, you can't link your midfield to your attack. So for me, the first thing we do is put 2 at the base. Because then now you've got 2 persons in the midfield linking the defense. So if one get pick up, you know what I'm saying? And then you can play with that 10. This is why I was saying, what are we doing? Is it a 3-man platform we have? Or is it a 2-man box to box? What we doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? And then you work on the spine of the team, get the spine of the team solid. So the first thing you have a look for, so once the spine of the team solid, you won't be winning 3 or 4-0, but you'll be winning 1-0, or you'll be drawing at least drawing games. Jose's philosophy is that him not have to win, but him not lose.
Yeah. True.
Yeah? And then now you work out where your goals them are come from. So say for instance now, even within the characteristic of the players, you just don't go for anyone. Because for instance, if you go pick a team of animals, and you can use on one animal once, who would you have as your centre back? What kind of character you'd look for? My centre back would be a bull. My strong, can run, good in the ear. My holding midfielder have to be a lion, my number 4. Because everybody fear a lion. And then feed the pack. Is a pack. You know what I'm saying? So if you have built a team and once you find out, and then so some of the time you have to play the system with a group of players where you have, because some of the times you can't go say, okay, then may I play 3-5-2 or this and that. And the group of players don't suit that.
System, yeah.
So with all of this mismatch, like the having the national academy, and then we roll out our identity of football and what we want. Like for instance, when England are pick, them not just get any old body who available, them get who fit the system. So when the next coach come in, him now come in, come do and feel like where he must come fit in the system and build that system. And if he not fit in that system, them not hire him. Because when you hire a coach, would fit him more. Because remember, you know, every coach have for them philosophy, how them want to do them thing. There's not one way to it, you know. Forget to number 10. Everybody have them special way. So when you get a coach where, all right, then we have Schaefer then. Schaefer come with a German style of football, but the group of players what we have in a South America, it suit that style. How does that? It never gel.
Yeah. No,
So we have it not help, brother. It's a patchwork because when one coach come in now, all right, one did that before Paul Hall, then Paul Hall come in and then somebody else. Does the work continue? What is it? All right, the good things that Paul Hall do, he's supposed to come in and build on that. Yeah, and if him leave, the next man come in and build on the good work what him do. But if we start over every time,
we need a free.
we need to say this is the academy and this is what we are do. Now anybody we are get on have to support this system. And no matter who left, we change president, we change secretary, whatever, this is the system.
System.
And that key, you cannot have that kind of identity without a national academy. And the thing is like, for instance, even so for instance, the under 17 players, get the squad together from before them start the Manning Cup. And then when them in the Manning Cup, you go watch them. You sit down and you watch. And you say, boy, me centre back, injury now, I'm now, in my whole heap of games, and we have our next 10 games to play, and then play 25 games already. You take out the phone, you call the scout. Yo, what going for the centre back there? Call him and we could get him in and we could take a look on him. And you sit down and you look again. You call the next one and watch a strike over on this game. What going over this? You understand what I say? And the coach always a work, so you know who you work with. Yeah? Alright, so for instance, you have a good player then, and him now getting a game. You bring him in the academy, and if you now run Saturday morning session, him come and he can be a part of that. Like for instance, when David Beckham the one to go play for England and him now get club time, him go to Tottenham go trade because him want to get called up in the team. We have good players who probably now get no football. Bring them back, international break, and work for where you work from. You can't just wait and then everybody go talk about expense. You have to spend money to make money. Football is $1 billion sport. I don't know, joke thing. You put the time in, you will get it back. Me, I tell you. There is no way we can put the right thing in a youth football at Jamaica. We don't get the result. The result dead, but we have to put the work in. This quick fix, so we are look on to say when I play a bus. All right, look, you know how embarrassed me feel if you see somebody like Sterling where no one play for Jamaica. You know how much players we have in the Premier League. We can't play for Jamaica. Jamaica don't have one of the sickest side right now.
True, man. 2026. You see that video there? Where the man might tell you.
You know the side who are sick. Carl Walker and the whole of them, they can't come play for Jamaica. Smalling from Manchester United. All of them youth they have Jamaica Irish. Danny Rose will play for Tottenham. Why them youth they not come? Because everybody come out there and go back carry the story, go say this and say that and say this and say that. And when they come and look and see England.
Nothing dead for the man them. Nothing really dead, bridging. Nothing really set up. It's if we don't qualify for World Cup, may I tell you, brother, if we consistent, people respect, we are achieve, brother. You get to me and say, enough time when I just start a YouTube channel, I'm reach out to people. The marks of my channel. Them turn me down. Not directly. But if I pick up my phone right now and call a man, he might come.
Mm-hmm.
People respect what he has done. That me I tell you, if you not achieve nothing, them not give up. Sit down for come talk to you. And I see him thing, Bridging. Can you imagine? Players don't respect we. The players don't respect Jamaica. When it
They
start,
need to get them from early, put on the jersey for 16, 14. Well, when them say on the CONCACAF we do 15. So that's the youngest age we do as a national team, innit? 15.
no, yeah, them do a look of under 15, but it starts from under 17, under 20, under
Well,
23.
get them from under 14. Because most of the academy them, you ever see them. And you see, this is the thing here. You see, no disrespect to the player them will left England and come play out the big up to most of them, yeah. But there's enough of the youth them will play for England in at the early stage. And then when you get to like the senior side, them they get picked and then can go change to go play for some else. And enough of them youth that did it when Jamaica no see. We totally miss them group of youth there. Because most of the youth them are what we see out there right now, like our striker Antonio. If you wanna pick a team of 3 striker, you won't make it.
Mm.
To the amount of player we did it in that position. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
Because you look for all the lower leagues, them and all of them kind of thing there. So big up to the one them will come, but we feel to set them to try and get them from them at 14, because most of the 14-year-old them over here right now. At that level, them probably work out. They probably can't make the grade to England Academy and for them national setup, but them probably good enough where Jamaica can take them and develop them. And as a whole heap of player, because remember they release at least 16 players from every age group every year. So if at 14 you want, 16 you want, this, that, then you have to go find them.
Yeah.
You see
Like
me I
Omar
say?
Hutchinson right now. He's from London.
Yeah?
Omar Hutchinson, you know him? Playing for Chelsea now. He usually play for Arsenal.
Yeah. Not some of them I know if you talk, but yeah, I know of him.
A good player, man. But I love to get him in our system. Him come
Yeah,
and
but
play him for Jamaica already. When him that Arsenal, him come and play under for the senior team when Catalonia give about 6. Right now, him a star of Chelsea. But I send you 2 video. I man show you.
how old him is now?
19.
Okay. Well, and if you have him from now. But this is the thing where
I
you
watch him now.
can't leave it to them.
Watch him now. You see him a play right now, and a lot of Chelsea journalists say, yo, him need to start a game for the first team. Him play under 21. Him around the Chelsea team right now. Him play against Aston Villa. Him hit the post. And Potter so impressed with him. Him use left foot. A player like him we need way. Very good on the ball. Just like Ravel Morrissey. But I think he's a much upgrade than Ravel Morrissey because he's young. Ravel have a ceiling.
Ravel Morris is seriously talented still, you know?
Yeah, man, a top player, man.
You me see me watching play live, are you they seriously talented still, you know?
Yeah, man, Ravel bad, man. One of the best midfielder I see play for Jamaica, brother.
But I'm saying when him did that West Ham, I just don't know. It's just a little bad, him have a little bad boy style to him, you know. I mean, I pre like me, I say, yeah. Because one man, my dad is St. Pancras Hotel, and I see him come down for breakfast to one. He just have the kind of swagger about him, man. And if somebody play then can just build to, you know, because me use Gary Neville as example all the time, you know. Gary Neville is not the best footballer, you know. But he have the best fucking attitude to football, pardon my language, you know.
Mm.
Gary Neville is not a big footballer. Gary Neville is probably one of the deadest right back England ever have. Bro, my man is dead, bro. But his attitude, I guarantee say, man, the first one for the training fish to Alex Ferguson, and the last one left, and he pick up the ball, him and the corner him and everything. Him have the best attitude. But Ravel Morris, I'm watching him train and play live. That brother is seriously talented still.
Yeah, he's a good player, man.
He's a good baller, man. Genuinely footballer, that you there.
Yeah, good player, man. People, make sure you guys smashing the like button. Really do appreciate it. Jamaican Guna, JC Guna, brother, the man started for Chelsea the other day, brother. What you mean by the man start for Chelsea now in a practice game the other day? The man been around Chelsea for the last 6 weeks. Me even post the interview where anyway, I'm gonna play it, car. I'm gonna play it. Oh, see me, I think me have a video of him. This is when him come play for Jamaica. Me have a video of him right there, sir.
I'm Mario Hutchinson. I'm currently at Arsenal Football Club. And I'm representing Jamaica.
This is your first call up, right? Tell us what the feeling was like when you got the call.
It's been an honour really because when I first got my pair of boots, they had a Jamaican sign on it. So to play for Jamaica is a big honour. I hope to play many more games again.
Okay. How was training like today, and what are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Training was good, but I think it was a light session because we got a game tomorrow. Yeah, the boys are good players, very technical and stuff like that. So yeah, leading on to game tomorrow. Hopefully I get on, maybe start, hopefully I score as well.
Okay. Who you want to send some shout outs to now, Omar?
Shout out to my dad, the Jamaican, my family, my friends.
Yeah, how you mean, man? What
Yeah.
you mean? What you mean? So he's a number 8.
Yeah, man. He is a number 8. Him can play as a 10. Very good on the ball, Virgin. Very good. I'm telling you, him is an upgrade on Ravel Morris. So if he's an upgrade on Ravel Morris, that means he might go wicked. But what make me worried? Yeah, me worried right now because so many Chelsea fans start talk about him. When you hear Chelsea talk about young player, and you know them club they buy player for fun. And when you hear Chelsea, me I watch Chelsea vlog of them on YouTube right now, and me I tell you, Arsenal, Chelsea just signed him from Arsenal the other day in the summer, And me I tell you this, brother. What worried me, make that look youth here probably all you need for just cap the man 2 times now, If him can't go away in him, have to come play for Jim. Now kill him get big like Sterling them. Cause I'm gonna get big, It's just a matter of. But the thing is, England eye upon him right now because anytime no player, England always try cap them. Give them a 1 cap and say, yeah man, we interested in that thing. And then they are going to leave the player upon limbo and he might go say, all right, me get a 1 cap for the England national team. He might have hopes, say him can get more, them interested in him. So the quicker we time down, the better for we right now. You get to me, I say? So,
Yeah, you think I'm afraid of with Chelsea, Chelsea have...
Jesse, all of them play here talk about, brother. Sterling, Pulisic. Bro, it's just a matter of time. You don't know what can happen, my brother. Yeah, all of them play there, but you don't know what can happen. He might play good right now. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
No, I say what I'm afraid with Chelsea is that Chelsea are one of the clubs that them have probably about 200 odd player per loan blood.
Yeah.
Because you see behind where you sit on the field, a big straight business, So if me see, alright, so for instance now, if me see some other young player, where if you buy them at Liverpool, them are gonna rival me. Me buy them even though I know them can't get in my team and them loan them out.
Mm-hmm.
So I loan them out of England where then I'm probably loan them some club to when I say in a Champion League. You understand the science behind it. So you can never face them play there again because you own them. So on the hope him not slip into that stream, or if him find well, me not check them not really sign him for like that if him not play. But Chelsea's aside always sign it, it's gonna be a problem to him and then send you out of England to make you play somewhere. So you know no problem to them.
Yeah, that's how Chelsea do things still. So Chelsea make one of the top team them make a whole heap of money off a transfer over the years.
It's a business. It's a business. And the thing says Southampton, when you read up Southampton business plan, Southampton is the whole football structure is like a feeder club. Because what I think probably them have the most player come through the academy, come through to the first team.
Southampton.
And for them football business plan, when we look on it, is very good. Very, very good. Because the more play you can get from the academy to the first team, it's cheaper it is for the first team. Because you don't have to go out and buy all of these players. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Them have a really good academy too. And West Ham have a really good setup when it comes to like, yo, all right, you see, for instance, now, if a player go through the academy from say 6 to 16 and them can't use them right foot, the club have a something to know where them are going to hold, the player can now hold the coach is responsible to say, how come I can't use my right foot? I just my left alone. How can I use my left with the right? So like in the academy, now, when them are teach them, they don't predominantly, they don't tell them, you don't tell a child that he is right foot or he's left footed. Because you might go wire that in. Then can kind of teach them both footed.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? So if you have a player come through the academy system and can't use both foot or certain things, right? The club are changing no way. Them can the player them can hold the clubs them responsible to say, well, you know what I'm saying? Just all of that assessment are going and changes just for them to bring through more players from team 1 to team 12.
I just like
Them look at go on.
the other day, I watch American MLS. Seen and so lucky me I watch a MLS game and Alva spoiled our right back.
Yeah.
The man them attack him. Them attack him. Them attack film side and him turn him back upon the game. The man them say yo, the analyst them say yo, who coach a brother ya? Where is this youth coaching come from at a tender age? Because you're not supposed to turn your back.
No.
Is that goalkeeper? A man kick a ball and you got to turn your back and then for try spin you. Most of our defender them cannot defend 1-on-1. Most of Jamaican defender them cannot defend 1-on-1. They cannot defend 1-on-1. They mean a problem. And them, if the Jamaican defender make a mistake, most of the time, him teammate not help him.
Because all right, you see, like what we kind of see is like if you play a 4 at the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the time you would say, okay, then we have one sweeper. But if it's a 4-man system at the back, it's 2 sweeper. Because if my right back go and that right centre back go over to press the ball, the one behind sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go and shuffle on the other side, the right centre back sweep, the one on the left. So it's 2 sweeper. It depends on how them play the system.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So at no time, all right, your centre back them is who defend your 18-yard back. So defend the squares, the crosses, everything. At no time you're supposed to play far apart where you're isolated, where you'll be 1v1. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a group of 2 or 4, a group of 4. And then now, at the end of the day, now, if you have to kind of work out how do you engage if it's a 1v1 and depends on where you are, the pitch where you got cover, and some of the time you have to trust your goalkeeper as well. Mm-hmm. Because if it's in the middle of the pitch, all they go try to do is show him on in weaker side, and if him put him on the weaker side, and if him take a shot, you trust that your goalkeeper we can deal with that. Because the most you can do is probably shoot on the weakest side. You see what I'm saying? But in terms of defending, it's like even that they know that probably need to get somebody who just work on the defensive part of the team and how it transition into the midfield. And I don't know. It's just a lot of work for them to do, brother.
Well,
to me,
yeah, go ahead.
A money for work, and when them come and just advertise about the money and the big deal, that's just come like you have a whole house and you buy some paint and paint over it, and then 2 sunshine on it and rainfall. They say, Ratty, you know what? We should have really changed the zinc. That board that the crap, you know. You know what I'm saying? When everything that shine they come off, everything starts show up, you realize it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I think them have good intentions, but them just lack the know-how of certain things. And fix the youth football, and then the first team will look after itself.
Yeah.
Fix the youth part, and the first team, trust me, everything will come good. If them say it's on the 5 overseas players, and then that means what? It's a group of what the group them take for the under 17?
23
players. 23 players. So that means you have to get 8 players from Jamaica. All right, cool. We'll get say what 18 players from Jamaica. So 18 players now, we're gonna take them from schoolboy league to go play against other players in our academy in other countries. When them a work from probably for them system for years now, probably from them a 14, 12 a come through. And then we have 2 months. We can't do that. It's like you set up the youth them to fail. If it's that bit, well, you just a turn out a team because you know turn out a team, you'll get fined. I'm a thing to say in some of the age groups, them that's what them do and pay attention to the senior team. But you can't just not gonna work. I think Jamaica football is no quick fix. But I love for them to make the work up and qualify. But then are we going to be able to do it the next 4 years or the next 4 years after that? All of that what we're talking about now will come from the youth system. All right, then how do we feed and backfill that present team that's there at the moment that has to come through the youth system? Where is the conveyor belt? Because we have to be able to, how you have to maintain, how you have to backfill the senior team. Jamaica Premier League now, people work part-time and play. So it's not really like a full-time professional league where enough money in it where a man can just go play football and not work. And we'll choose from that. Remember, between the ages of 16 to 21, you have to play at least 120 games. That's like 40 games a season. The system you don't play enough football. We have 2.5, 3 million to choose 11 from. We don't play enough football, right? We don't have enough people to choose 11 from. We don't have the best coaches. We don't have the best facilities. And how long we ever sit down and cry, say, we don't have this, we don't have that. So Jamaica use hand cart and go compete in a bobsleigh. We know how to turn our hand and make fashion. Stop complaining and work with what we have. We can't grow what we need to eat. Stop look outside of Jamaica to fix the football. The football, it will have everything that they will fix it. You have, how much other coaches and stuff we're born and grow at Jamaica and have ties to Jamaica that probably come back and help. Everything structured the right way. It's not money is the problem. Jamaica have everything what they need to fix this thing. It's just not organized. All the pieces of the puzzle did it. You check for some man if them a grow food and say, much farmers in Jamaica with them stuff right now for them could I say alright then I could give them a bunch of apple, I could give them some tomato, I could give them some this and give them some that. But in a structure like that, brother, somebody something when them a buy, they don't have to buy. Me not say why them have to end up buying land for an academy. That's supposed to be that's a part of your national pride. The government supposed to say because square off and stuff place and here you go build an academy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? Jamaica producers will do food and banana and certain things. Link them.
We have many ways. Europe are the captain of Rosebury. When my father usually work at the police station, run at the police station, them have callaloo, them have popcho, them have tomato, them have pepper. Them have everything in there.
Alright, let me tell you this. You see, stats maybe not this year or the year, not since COVID, but for 5 years before COVID. And my facility, I sent them a stats camp, for them preseason, and when we look, and we talk to most of the coaches, them like no call on the phone and me and them talk and them have a good program to all them because them look on nutrition and look on certain things kind of separate. The sports complex, I have a center as a hope that they used to prepare. And when we sit down and we look, I say, but actually some of the schools, them kind of get it right. So, really far off.
Yeah, stats and them school are putting a lot of money and a lot of effort.
They spend a hell of a lot of money in the system. I don't know who sponsor them, but a hell of a lot of money go into stats thing. Because them out of St. Thomas, every summer them out there. I think them out there from June to July. Part of June to July. Even when me did that Jamaica and me I do my thing out there, they out there with them one of the season.
So you can imagine it. So, example, the tournament for the Manning Cup, so let's 3.5 months, right? I remember these schools are prepared for like 2 months. So that's a 6 month, the whole training for some school and match for some school. Can you imagine at high school I prepare better than our under 17, our under 20 program, and our under 23 program? You know, since we a problem.
We in a serious trouble, brother.
Me
You
tell them
cannot move.
without a youth team, because you see the youth them are play for USA right now. The youth them are, most of them play against the Tyreek McGee and Topi them who play in the under 20. And guess what? Our under 20 player we can count. Must be two play football right now. We know for 3. JD White a play. You know? What me can remember off the top of my head. And look at Christian Pulisic. Look at Pulisic. Look at Reina. Look
So
at
after the under 17, yeah, and other than the national side, what competition did it? What them that normally do? Play Premier League then?
the youth them go play Premier League and some go play Premier League. Some just done until next year till school start back again. And some probably play some Irish football.
That don't make no sense, brother.
You see
But
the
they
move.
need to get that game. They need to get them games. They need to get them games. Virgin, like Missy, if you call Quincy Roberts, yeah, is a Guyana come from originally.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet left-footed player. When we meet him just get released from Tottenham Academy. And we work with him for a bit. I think he have a couple trials at UofL and him come back and I think Tottenham did do a tournament in a St. Lucia and him go with them and him come back and him in. I mean just say all of that to say this is that youth is one of the youth and we see the transition from say 16 until him kind of play all the way up and him never really make pro and him go semi-pro and me watch him and you can see the transition with this youth because when him come him used to just get the ball, run down the line and whip it in the box. I mean I said had some dimension, I start add some dimension to in game and stuff. I mean I tell you it's a beautiful sight to see. It's like when you work with this my biggest joy is to work with it from young. I say yes when you see it come to where you say, yeah, it's a do what I really want it to do. If you know the joy and the fulfillment, no money no sweet like that to me now. And
True.
I watch that whole development that's even when Guyana call up them under 19, call up them under 19 side. We realize that the left back and the left winger are in a my set up them there. And me just said that to say is that me I said to if we can do this to them, why we can't do it for my country? Me see the progression come through. You have this next I think he's half Chinese, his dad's Chinese and his mom's Scottish. And this little youth come to me from his 14 and you can start another senior team from like 16 and that. And me can watch this little Chinese youth come through and him come through and come through. And me I tell her right now, I'm the captain for my senior setup right now.
Mm.
You understand me I try to say? And me can see him in progression and he come through. And you know that me realize that there's no shortcut to the thing, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah? You go take the shortcut and realize you're in the back of the same place and think, oh God, we have to go do it again. Just do it good and done. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Get a group of 14 or 15-year-old, keep them out of the media and work with them. You must can afford to call camp for these youth. But because, alright, how long is Jamaica football season?
The Premier League are 9 months. And the rest of the tournament then probably be 3 months or 2 months.
So if we have a work for say even 9 months then. And then, you know, try and have a system where you know the players them were in there, you watch them and the one we need to come out and do like a tattoo pan. You do like a tattoo pan or put the funding in the Premier League or in the club system and make them do it. Or if you can't do that, you sure say the school system do it because of them do it. Give the school them some money so that them can make sure that every school have a qualified coach then. And give them some money for help with equipment and certain stuff. Because we see most of them high school they back up in the east. When you see them start pre-season, them have 10 football, brother. And then some drill require a ball each. Some drill require a ball between 2. Some drill require a ball between 4 or 2 ball between 4. You need to have that kind of thing. And then now most of the team them don't even have the right ball because most of even the under 16 youth, them a size 5 them a play with. But it should must be size 4. And that happen all over the country.
True.
The education that is missing. The education is what missing. We need to just take a step back and say, okay, we get it wrong for a while. We know this. I put your hands up.
Everything.
I will start getting. Yeah, I will start make. You don't need to go do no big changes. I think one of the changes we're going to turn the most result is the youth football need to change from competition to development. So this knockout football now will work for development. It just not work. It just not give you the time to develop the game. And if you're gonna make it longer, it'll come with an expense. Where some of the expense will come from? All right then. Referee. That's one of the biggest things. You go and teach the referee them and make them put back time in it, and then know that's part of them apprenticeship. Yes, I mean you can't make the school sign it off to say the school maybe can't accredit them as a referee, them already accredited, but they say okay then we accredit to say we give a certificate to say you do 2-year apprenticeship with me. You know what I'm trying to say? And then no, that's experience. So you can go to a next school, you can build a thing, you can build a thing. You know what I'm trying to say? The league system now, if you make it attractive, probably you can run it through one of these sports max or something and make somebody pay fee because you have people abroad where they want to watch them thing and can't watch it. Me don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the JPL it come on Sports Max.
Yeah, people pay for watch it, pay for watch the thing. But you can't just say it's just a knockout, you just run the league because you have to run a league and then to the end result. Because at the end of the day, if it now breed the result, you have to change it, brother. You have to change it. All right, we are going through a transition from 98 till now. Where do we reach? We're supposed to say, okay, then for the first 4 years, we want to establish a style of play and a group of players. And where are we? What are we doing? What we doing in our development? What's the plan? What's the next? What's the plan? All right, if they play them up 2 years, contract the senior team, and then I'm gonna do the CONCACAF thing and from this and develop the team to World Cup or whatever it's gonna do. How does one fit into two or two fit into three? How does it work? Does it streamline? We will have a problem. All right, you feel for God the World Cup. You have to assess, you have to break down everything. You look for nutrition, you look for conditioning, you have to look for the amount of friendlies. Was they competitive enough friendly? Was the team confident? You know, do you get it from, you know what I say? This all of them little bits they have to look on. All right, then the player them will come in to replace this group of players now. Where that will come from? Well, when them players missing and we want to freshen up the team, we're going to run all over the world. Where they coming from?
That's
the
important thing.
Huh?
That's the important thing. Where they going to come from? Even this for
for
the 2026, where is the player them going to come from? A lot of people think.
Come from. And if you say you're gonna have 4 years to start work on this team, the work needs to start now.
Yeah. Every team needs to qualify. Every team need a 4 year for qualifying.
Yes. I think that I need to start by building the spine of the team first. Get the spine of the team right. Get a goalkeeper. Start from the back and build your team right up. And then now once you get the spine out, you work out where your goal them come from. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to win, but you can't lose. And if you have a good spine, you don't lose games with a good spine. Any sensible coach knows you're going on a team, the first thing you do is solid up your spine. You know what I'm trying to say? If it's a 3-man platform, you know you're going to have the number 4 where you win the ball, and you have your number 8 back-to-back, and your number 10 you start us. And if it's 1 man you have 3, you're going to have your big, solid centre forward. You understand what I'm trying to say? And even though people don't really play wingers no more, because even like Jamaica, when we line up with 3 up front, we still see that 3 up front, the one on the wide side, trying to play outside of the wing back. If you play outside of the wing back, you're a winger. You play through the channel, you're attacking midfielder. So yes, we have a system and you line up on 4-3-3 and then you play like you play 4-5-1. I'm just see it, I'm just get fed up, I'm just think, could somebody just talk to these people? Because me don't want my attacking midfielder. Why you playing outside of the wing back? Where you going out there? Mr. Even Bailey make that run. Why you going out there? Play through the channel, That way you play outside of the wing back. It's your wing back that control that channel. The three up top not supposed to go outside of the wing back. You're a winger then. That system no winger no inner. It's an
Yeah.
attacking free. And if you don't have say you have a vocal point at the attack, then you can play a ghost striker where anyone of that free can play through the line. Liverpool do that with our
Firmino.
striker. Yeah, Flaminio. He's not a striker.
Mm.
He's a ghost striker. So he's who play through the line. So you have Mane, Salah, any one of them play through that line.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
So it's about like there's just so much things when we see where that's kind of out of place. So for me, I don't even look on the senior team that much. I'm kind of concentrating on what's happening down here, so.
Mm.
Because if he's on the 5 player you could bring in and you have to play 11 man, that's less than half a team. So even if you get 5 English player or 5 overseas player with gel together, it's still not gonna work because that's the half your team.
You say you think we need to get more. I don't really like the thing where they have 5 overseas players. And the
Well,
reason
go
for
on.
that. Excuse me, people. I'm really getting tired, man. Long day for me. So
Yeah, can wrap up here.
yeah. I've roughly about 12 more minutes, people. I'm going to wrap up in the next 12 more minutes. So the reason for having 5 overseas players because if them say, this is what them say. If they have if they put the team like 10 or for example a 23 player, they have 10 overseas players and 13 local. That going to stop the progress of some of the youth them chance in Jamaica. Which I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. If you're good enough, if you are the best player of them, no matter where you play, I think you should take the field, Virgin. I don't agree with only 5 players overseas playing in the team. I don't agree with that. That's bullshit, man. That's a quota, bro. That's a quota system, bro. I can't understand why would I want to have only 5 players overseas. It's not fair. Because if my son is a Canadian but him have a Jamaican passport, is he a Jamaican? Everybody forget the same privilege, Virgin. Because them have the same passport. You get what I say? So when I go say 5 player, me not really like that. Me not really like the 5 player. Fine if we have 13 best player in a Jamaica way. They have to play our 18 best player where they are the best who have the passport. I would okay with that. But we have just 5.
Two way me look on that, yeah. Two way me look on that. Yes, you have to agree to say, all right, then you don't have to stifle the young talent them coming through, and maybe more overseas player gonna come and get better opportunity than them. But if where you're taking the players from is not at the level of the way you want to compete, then you still have a problem. It's like you're penny wise and pound foolish. So you get one point right and then you get the other part wrong. Streamline. So you have to find a balance within that as well. Because yes, if you have the better group of players than from overseas, yeah, you have to use them. But then it have to stifle. So find a balance. It's a balance you have to go find this one. You understand what I'm trying to say? But I don't think 5 players, I don't think 5 may be enough. Well, do some work on the Premier League and the youth football then and get the standard up. And then that 5 kind of makes sense. But at the moment, no. I don't think 5 are going to make sense with the standard where we have. So the youth, them are go overseas, no one talk up, say, the youth, them are get feel, you know, that kind of something. When they start go out and talk like that, no, it's time for changes make. Where we are going to sit down and still feel embarrassed about certain things. You know, we're one of the football nation, and we don't have certain things in our youth football. We don't have best practice, we don't have first year. You take up your pitney and send for somewhere go play football, and if then 2 of them clash together and one knockout or this or that, nobody don't know if to do CPR, nobody don't. Midday out of my complex one day, I see some pitney and play and a head lick up. And they not even know how to put somebody in a recovery position. People are dead before even the youth lick him head and dead in the goal post. Me talk to them about that kind of thing. Me mention it too when we got JFF. Me make mention about certain things. I mean, not see no changes. So to me, it's just all of this that me I hear now. Yeah, me wish them good and me want it to happen, but to me, it's just more of the same because me not see the real grassroots change. I mean, way there.
Gonna wash your eye them tonight in some white rice, water. Fair sip
Boy,
up.
that make you sit up, you know. So if you're ready for you know, we can link up again one next time, man. But big up
Yeah,
yourself, brother. And yeah, but
yeah.
like the work we are doing.
Big up yourself, Bridging, cause you know that this is the third time. I think it's the third time now me I chat to you. Bridging, appreciate you coming. You know, you say you're a big fan of the show, brother. Really appreciate that. So
The
how
big
do you
fan of show,
how
but
you
me watch,
find the
man.
how you find the show? How you find the show?
Very educational because it's by listening to you, I kind of know some of the root problems that we have, man. Even people call in and think, it show is very good, man. Very good, Brian. Yeah, we are going good. Yeah, going good. And one at a time, when we come to Canada, we have to go make a link up and drink a beer.
Yeah, no, I'm not really drink, you know. Me all the water still, you know. If know
You
this,
know, drink?
no, I'm not drink, man. I'm not really drink. Me drink a little rum cream every now and then, but it like if me drink a bucket of rum cream, brother, one glass, me have to just
Yeah.
cut. If me go more than that, me I knock out, brother. So me just leave the joking. Me like it ain't a bill for me, I know me. Me can't manage to drink, brother. Me easy for drunk. So me stay away from that, Reggie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm here, sir.
A beer probably knock me out. A beer probably knock me out. I mean, I want to knock
Yeah.
me. Yeah. But when me say, oh, you find the show, where I go to YouTube and thing and you see it.
Oh, yeah. It flag it. Come up. Because we normally like watch football stuff and things. So it just come up as a suggestion.
Yeah.
And then start to go on. I'm watch the thing grow from about 3,000 followers at somebody that's at the way there now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No free sweat,
Me watch
man.
the thing grow, man. Yeah, man, watch the thing grow, man. Let me tell you, say I go on good, man. On your side, on my side, too, you know, Liverpool are my team, you know, brother.
Okay.
The last game of every season we got on field.
Okay. That's good, man. That's good.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, when me see you, I do your Liverpool thing, I mean, I say, yeah. And that kind of catch me eye to, you know, all the setup and I say, what are you arguing to talk about? And yeah, me, I say, yeah. Yeah, man. But you think I go on, brother. May I tell you, just keep it up. Me not think nobody else could have do it more than you because you're so dedicated to it. Like the other night, me and you say you put them a cramp up and me could have just imagine, you know, you sit down so long for you. So big
Yeah,
up yourself.
it's rough, brother. So I just want to tell you, Bridging, for thanks for coming on, coach, and really, to share a little bit of inside and all of them stuff, the Bridging, because we're there and we are criticized, but we want to be a part of the change. As I say every time, my goal is to get Jamaica a better place when it comes on to football. Too much of our youth them are going at the wrong thing, Bridging. If you take away the football, if the man them corrupt the football, brother, what you think I got me in Jamaica? More violence, Bridging.
Listen up, Jamaica, wait for something to support, you know. The fans them out there wait for the team to support the team. May I tell you, Jamaica people they want something to support, you know, so they must support Brazil in
Me
a
not
similar color. Want something to support Brazil. People like can't wait to get something to get there, you know.
yeah, for real, Bridging. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I would love, yo, 98, them time me a baby, brother, but I love to see what the atmosphere like at Jamaica qualify for the World Cup. You that Jamaica them time in 98?
Yeah.
Big
I
thing.
left Jamaica a year after. Yeah, man.
Because
Then
me, I
time I did that, then time I live at Papi in. Left
Papi,
and center, I did that Papi in go look work, yeah, and that Papi in the vibe was just mad.
yeah.
It was just mad, blood. It was a good energy, man. What's the name of the goalkeeper? Aaron Lawrence?
Here and Lawrence.
Yeah,
For,
I'm not maybe
for now,
for Jamaica. No, what's the name of the France 98? You know, Aaron Lawrence.
I think
France 98 FIFA.
here and Lawrence and Donovan Ricketts and I just see him name Warren Barron.
Warren Barrett.
Yeah, man, he
That's
was.
exactly. We
He
meet
was a captain.
Aaron Lawrence. We meet Aaron Lawrence over West Ham.
Yeah.
I think if the Bima player come through, yeah, one at a time and we had me and him attack and thing. And it was good to like, when you're watching on TV and you say, bloody hell, like I him that. Because my contact I live up West Ham and tell me that there's a Jamaican Hawaiian to meet and he play for Jamaica. I was like, who is that? You said, just come man. Because I'm a very good thing where them do a Dagenham and Redbridge football club like where them play exchange vinyl music. And I was surprised to know all Alex Ferguson and them people ain't listen to ska and them kind of music. Like, you go see them I eat them jerk chicken and all that vibe. And that's when we meet here and learn. The football family is kind of like small, The best of us Jamaican, the culture is very good and it's very influential. And you find them man, they go buy the little scary card and have the little one brandy and garden. Yeah, you
Definitely.
understand what I mean? Trying to say? Yeah, man. But we meet that guy there in a real life, and it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The atmosphere was good, man. Jamaica nice, man. Remember all the concerts what them do to raise some funds when the team qualify and them that will do a concert and Marg and everything perform. I can remember that clearly.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. So,
Clearly, clearly, clearly.
so what your favorite Reggae Boys player?
Wow. You know what Bailey me like though?
You like Bailey?
Me like Bailey. I think him have so much potential that you there.
Yeah.
Like where him have so much gears when he can go in,
Yeah.
when
Him know
yeah.
step it,
And
step it.
yeah.
So
And him sound like him head in a good place. Like the last interview me listen to him, he sound so much mature now than like last couple of other interviews of me here. And we think if Jamaica will do well the next 4 years, him are gonna be a very, very crucial
important.
part of it.
Yeah.
Very important part of it. So I think the quicker them can put them differences aside between him and JFF, if there's any differences still behind whatever, I think that would be one of the good things. If they can build a team, not necessarily just him, but I think if they can build a team around him, and we think like him can play as a striker.
Yeah. We know him team a play him as that behind with two now. Him team Henry, Una Henry a play him as a they using a
10 and
two. They play him
Bournemouth are playing as a 10.5.
yeah. Because
He can play up front.
him have the speed, him can kick the ball, him movements. And I think that's going to work for him because when him play on the wing, him don't have to come back too much as the number 10.
Yeah,
As the
I
number
think
10.
that's too much work to him.
Yeah. I think that take away a little bit from him game. I think that position of Una Remy where him score against Manu, him a play as the half 10 as we say. And even when the team supposed to drop off back, all him a go do, I make sure that him pick up him find himself in the right spot that player can't get behind him too easy. That's in the midfield. So what film game them is more to bar the central, is to play around the central a little bit from stop him from distribute the ball and all of them stuff there. So that's not much work for him. And he going to can take him game to the next level. So it's going to be a really interesting time right now for Leon Bailey. And I think, as I say, for us to get a little bit of success with Seed, I think I am a person who beat him a lot because I don't think him play well when him come and play for the Jamaican team. I think him have this star boy thing about him where all on him shots and all of them, run back and I like that, bro. Because when you play for
This is why. All right, you see, if it's a 3-man based system, you can carry a number 10 when you don't have the ball.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So say for instance, if you have play with a team with where I play a 4-cross midfield and you have a 3-man system, technically you're gonna have your number 10 supposed to be the extra man if Bailey pick up. So to me, when Jamaica don't have the ball, Bailey is supposed to play upon the opposition number 4, having facing and playing back to feed back 4. So to me, him defending is not a natural part of the game. To me.
Bailey.
So this is why no. So you don't put him a wide where he have to go track a wing back. And if him not track the wing back, you have to end up a 2v1 against your wing back. You know what I'm saying to you? You don't give them kind of responsibility.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to you, you give him, sorry, when my player know what the thing, because at the end of the day, you don't want to left your team, you want to make your team as solid as possible
Mm.
when you don't have the ball. And you don't want to put somebody somewhere where they have to defend where a defending is natural part of the game. You see, you have to put a round peg in a round hole and a square peg in a square hole. You can't put a square peg in a round hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that happen when he play wide. He is a central player. As a maybe a 10.5. He's not quite a 9 because he don't have that physical thing where he can hold up the ball and then people run after him. But if somebody hold the ball, he can play nice off of that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think really my boys.
Coach, a lot of people say 4-4-2 is a whole position, but I think this coach Unai Emery, him sure that him coach Civil with that same formation. Him coach Villarreal, them went to the Champions League semi-final. They win the Europa League for the first time, beat Man United on penalty. No one has ever found out Unai Emery 4-4-2, although a lot of people say it outdated. So we going to see what Bailey going to do. Probably 2 weeks from now, when the English Premier League kick out back and start back, it's going to be interesting.
It's a 4-4-2 as I think 4-4-2. You see 4-4-2 here is you can play as 4-2-3-1. You know, it can play as 4-5-1 as well. Because at the end of the day, if you're number 9 go and you're number 10 tuck, that's 4-5-1. Because when Jamaica don't have the ball, I guarantee them will drop one of the two up top to make it like a 5-cross midfield.
So the coach,
or if them have a press with 2 bank of 4 and 2 up top. So I'm saying to you, but if we ever have 4-4-2, do we have the players to play 2 box to box? Does the squad have that kind of thing? I don't know all of the players that will play centre mid, but do we have 2 box to box players who can play in that system? I think you can set up as 4-4-2.
we shot at 2 quality. We need 2 quality CDM.
CDM, this is a mess of box to box. I don't think we have that.
Yeah, we
if
weakness,
you don't
right?
have that, right? And if your midfield can't get on the ball, your strikers can't get it. So I think they will set up as 4-4-2, but when they don't have the ball, they can play as a 4-5-1, or they can play the two wide players when them in at the final third. Then don't play outside the wing backs. Then play through the channel, and then leave the channel for the fullbacks. You can play like that as well, because you can set up as 4-4-2 and press as 4-4-2, or you can press as 4-5-1. It all depends on what you want to do. Or is it the number 8 I will leave the 4 and go join Bailey, or is it the 4 and 8 I go join go back and forth? How it will work? Because then no, if the back 4 can't adjust when that midfield go, you have a gap in between. And if you get your defense disconnected from your midfield, how you gonna play? You see what I'm saying? So I think the coach supposed to work about Spain, Seville, and them team. Their team will like to keep football and stuff. I think 4-4-2 is not really an old system. It all depends on how you play it. Because you set up as 4-4-2, but you can play as 4-5-1. You can play as 4-2-3-1. You can play as 4-4-3 too. So it all depends on the dynamic. Because, for instance, if you put your right winger on the left and your left winger on the right, that's basically a 4-4-3, 4-3-3. Because the right person will come in, the left one will come in, kind of play on the other side. So you just set to them, so when you get the ball at the final third, just come in for your natural side. So them two will come in with that one. Even though you set up as 4-4-2, you have the discipline where you tell them, okay, then stay wide, mark your man. We're in a final third, you come in for your natural. A 4-3-3 that, even though you set up as 4-4-2. So it all depends on where them are going to go with it. You know what I mean? If them have like Because 4-4-2 or England play it like how Harry Redknapp do it. Big one, little one. So you're gonna have Peter Crouch and then you're gonna have Jermaine Defoe. How you gonna play it? That's like a traditional 4-4-2. Big one, little one up top. But you understand what I'm saying? How where football kind of a bit more diverse now, and you can put a bit more dynamic to it. It can play as like from paper it look 4-4-2, but technically it doesn't necessarily have to play like that. Do you understand what I mean? There's a whole heap of dimension to that formation. So don't make us get caught up to say it's 4-4-2 because there's three dimensions and we know you can simply play from that shape.
Definitely. Anyway, people, call it a night. So
Yeah, man.
people
All right,
have,
then, man. Big up yourself.
yeah, man. Enough respect, coach, man. Thanks for coming in, man. Really do appreciate it, Bridget.
Yeah,
So
man.
we link up and we chat again, Bridget. Nothing about love and respect, man. Appreciate it.
Love and peace, man. Respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Big
Cool.
Devon Porter, big up yourself, Bridget. Jesse Gunnar, big up yourself. Jackson, big up yourself, brother. K Sports, big up yourself, brother. Nothing but love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. Really do appreciate it. It was a good interview. Really enjoyed. Learned so much. You know what I mean? So the true culture, big up yourself, brother. Nothing but love and respect. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect, man. People, make sure you guys smash the like button. Tired people. It's a weekend, man. After a calm, it must be. Jesus. Tired, man. Tired. Long day at work, people. Big up on yourself, people. Enough love, brother. Enough, bro. K Sports, big up yourself, brother. Jackson, big up yourself, bro. See ya catch up in a Jackson. See ya catch up in a. See ya comment on some of my long time video them. Like a long time video, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, catch up. You know? Big up yourself, Jackson. Enough respect, brother. Big up yourself and JC, brother. Nothing love and respect, brother. But people, me have some sick people. Let me tell you something what happened right now. FIFA will be in Jamaica. Right? So I'm turning on back my camera. I forgot for telling you this. A meeting going to take place on Tuesday in Jamaica. Someone from FIFA will be a part of that. Right? So we have a lot of things coming. Next week, we are going to know what the full 100. I'm not talk right now, because I don't want to talk now because I don't want them to take the person in the. I don't want them lock out nobody. Yeah? So, we just stay tuned. We have something will come up next week. Alright? So, I don't make no announcement. I don't say nothing. I just like to make things play out. Because I don't want nobody get blocked from whatever. You know me I say. Read between the lines. But anyway, people, big thing next week. We look out for it. Alright? Coach Carol, big up yourself. We not talk. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. Big up. Nothing but love and respect. I am out.
You know what I realize with a lot of people? Why they're stuck. Why they don't go further than they are. Why sometimes they regress. Why people that are so quick to comment negatively or give a backhanded compliment and think it's okay, or make a backhanded comment, because they're so focused on the messenger and not the message. And that's a big issue that I'm noticing pretty much every day. So many people want to listen to reply and not listen to apply. You want to listen to respond, but not listen to understand. Focus on the message. That's all I have to say. Have a blessed day.